Hey guys, it is SkojSkull. Whoa, this is not the intro. Hello everyone, my name is Philip and welcome to the SkojSkull podcast. And this is the IRL podcast I've been trying to do for so long.
Hi guys, I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much, Phil, for having me.
No problem.
This is awesome,
dude. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy to have you here and everything, because just I don't know, it's awesome having someone else that understands the whole Twitch and YouTube thing that
definitely
streams consistently, that I know in person. So it's kind of cool to have that.
Oh, definitely. Because definitely with this kind of stuff, being able to branch out to meet people through streaming, through games, and all that kind of stuff, it's really cool. But it's even more awesome when you get to meet people face to face and get kind of more of an interaction, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's just
you're here.
I am here. This not hologram.
No, I hope not. We're kind of weird, just phase through you.
Beam me up.
Yeah, tell us a little about yourself, what you do and everything.
Well, right now I'm finishing college. This is my final semester. I'll be graduating by the end of December with a degree in communications.
This is Jear Bear,
yeah,
by the way.
Sorry.
Sorry
with the name.
I was just really hyped.
Yes.
Okay.
Name is Jear Bear, and really I'm just excited to be getting into the real world, not being a student anymore, and hopefully have more time for just being able to do more in that sense.
I hear you. Do more in sense of streaming, or do more in sense of just working and streaming, and then I don't know.
A little bit of both, because I feel with school it takes up a lot of my time because I want to make sure good grades. It's good for you. But I feel I miss out a lot of real world experiences, and sometimes it cuts into a lot of the things that I want to be able to get done.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to be done by December, and hopefully I'll still be able to stay in the area, be able to meet this kid more often.
That'd be great. Oh my goodness. And we've been talking about hopefully maybe getting you on Pixel Fun as well. This is a channel we're trying to not rebrand, but not to bring back in a better way, because before it was we did with close friends and everything, but other friends did other things, and then they went to college and did their own stuff, so it's kind of hard to continue it. Right. But I feel it would be a lot better since to have other streamers and maybe other YouTubers and stuff like that to kind of have that one main channel and then have their own channels with their own communities to kind of bring it together. That's what I really wanted to do.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it'd be cool.
And just based on what you guys have done with that so far, it's a really good idea, and really, it can go far.
Yeah.
And I'm honored that you would want me a part of it.
I think it would be cool. I don't know.
Of course it'd be cool.
This is my first time talking about on podcast. Yeah, I think it'd definitely be cool. And I think you would, since you live near the area, you do live stream almost, not daily, but you live stream a lot.
Yeah. And
I think it'd definitely be cool to have you on. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be great.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of because on Pixel, on the show, you've done a lot of kind of old school games, right?
Old school, it's a huge variety channel, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be there would be a lot of different kind of games we would play, and it's not, I wouldn't say a relief, but it's kind of cool to explore that huge variety of games.
Definitely.
Because my channel is pretty much solely it's the most of the community is around zombies.
Yeah.
A lot of people are into anime stuff too, which is that in the community. That's really cool too. But it'd be interesting to have a separate channel that's revolved around entirely variety.
Yeah, definitely.
And just getting into that, because I never had a channel like that before, really. And it'd be interesting to dive into that for streaming and then upload the streams to YouTube.
Yeah. And definitely kind of with both of our channels, you mostly do Monster Hunter and you do Black Ops, and those are awesome games. And that's kind of the same thing with me, where I do a lot of more horror based stuff.
Yeah.
It's just the specific type of genre that we have. But we also want to be able to expand and branch out with different types of games. Yeah. So that's kind of why having that other channel would definitely be a good opportunity for mixing it up.
Definitely, because it's just you have your set community for your set games, and you want to continue to build up that community, and you want to you want to continue with those types of games.
Yeah.
And then with like Pixel Fun, let's say, like it's entirely variety. We just have fun, play games. Like I don't know if there will be or will not be webcam when we stream. We'll see.
Yeah.
Because I want to make it feel like, hey, we could just like sit back, relax, and just have the mic up towards us, and we could just play games.
Yeah, and that's like the best part when you're just a group of friends playing games. There's nothing better than that.
In person. Like I would love.
yeah.
I'd love that. And so that's what I kind of want for Pixel Fun sort of thing.
No.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely.
And we talked about like a few other people that'd be cool to invite on it.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be really interesting.
Yeah, and it's just that, like, I don't know, it's weird when you're playing games like in person. It's just you're able to like kind of have a different type of interaction that you don't get like from playing other multiplayer games. When you're playing online, yes, you're playing with people and yes, you're having fun with them. I'm not denying that.
No. But
there's something a little bit more unique about being in the same couch, watching the same TV, playing the same game.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm hyped. I really am. Just so many projects I really want to get done. I'm really super excited. I've told you about a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
Because you also do moderate for my channel. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
No, thank you for letting me moderate.
Yeah. And you do help out, like, keeping the community, like, upbeat and positive. And yeah, like what you do with your Twitch channel, I really love seeing like whenever you go live and everything. I know our schedules clash a lot, so it's kind of hard to watch each other's streams. But whenever I do get the chance, it's always nice seeing like how you interact with the audience and everything. It's really cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Go.
Okay.
You go.
Well, I was just gonna say, it's like that's the whole point why I feel like both of us got into Twitch in the first place, because we both love being able to interact with the chat.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I talk all the time with the chat, and they come in and they're just like, yeah, you're probably like the only person that really talks to the chat. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
do other people not do that?
Yeah.
Why stream? No.
But it's just cool because they're the reason why we're able to do this kind of stuff.
Exactly.
And kind of in that sense of getting another type of connection out there.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, backtracking.
Mm-hmm.
Before all of this, where were you before streaming, before doing YouTube? Because you do have a YouTube channel that you were somewhat active on.
Yeah. I've done YouTube before Twitch, but I've started to realize that Twitch is just, it feels more right.
It feels more, for gaming especially.
Yeah.
Vlogs and everything, of course, like, I'm not, like, it's hard. The interaction, like, with IRL and everything for streaming, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But, like, to have, like, a different style where it's just, like, going around and stuff like that and streaming, that's a little weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, vlogs and stuff like that to YouTube would probably be more
Definitely.
fit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, where were you before everything? All the social media stuff?
Really, it was pretty much an average life in the sense of like all I wanted to do was be a math teacher.
Really?
Yeah. And just play tennis. That was really the gist of it.
Tennis?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I ended up playing tennis I think since I was like 6 years old, and I basically continue it to the point of college until my 4 years of like eligibility were over. This was actually the first semester of college where I didn't have to touch a single tennis racket. And it was kind of weird, but at the same time, it was actually really cool to just take a breather from it.
Yeah, I bet.
But other than that, it was really just focusing on tennis and just trying to make it so that I would be noticed by like other people for possible like sponsorships or like recruiters for college and everything. That was the main reason. For continuing sports, was just to make sure, like, get a scholarship, get, like, some type of eligibility. Mm-hmm. And it was a lot of fun, I gotta say. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just tennis, and even more tennis.
Did you ever do it competitively?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For the longest time, I was part of the United States Tennis Association, where I would do tournaments all over New England, in Connecticut, some in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New York. All over the place. I would say that I was probably the best when I was in like the 16 and under division. And then after a while, I just started to realize there's this entire giant world out there. And I just started to get more hobbies, and I just put tennis a little bit to the side.
Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, being able to compete was a lot of fun.
I bet.
And I will honestly never forget the very first tournament that I ever won. I ended up doing like one of those.
You won a tournament.
That's
so cool.
Yeah, there were a couple of tournaments that I won. But the very first one, you know, that typical Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal winning the championship, going down on his knees, crying because he's so happy.
Yeah.
That was pretty much me as a little 14-year-old.
I bet. That's crazy. You're just like, it's, was it just 1v1 or was it?
It's like this whole style of tournament where it's a single elimination, where if you lose, you're out.
Yeah.
It's 2 out of 3 sets, 6 games for each set, like the typical standards for tennis.
Yeah.
But basically it's just a 1v1 singles match against everyone that signed up for it.
That's crazy. I can imagine that they'll be like, you'd want to get down and you just be like, I did it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, and it's just, it shows like how all of your hard work is able to really pay off with that kind of stuff. And it's just, even if it's just as meaningless as like one of those little plastic trophies, it's the meaning behind the trophy that's just so cool.
Exactly, yeah. Like I've done like soccer and everything. I've lost almost every game, but there's been a few games we won.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have trophies. Even though games that we lost, we have trophies of, because just like it was when we were younger, we were kids. So I imagine they give it to us to kind of like remember it, and it was really cool to have that, because just like even though we lost the game, like the main game as our group, when I was younger, it was really cool to have that, because it's just like I remember that. I remember, yes, I lost, but I remember what the experience I had around that. It was really cool.
And especially with sports, you learn a lot more from your losses than you do from your winnings.
Oh, definitely. Oh my goodness.
And it's just kind of that idea of taking what you've learned and applying it into the next match, where eventually you will win.
Yeah.
And I will admit, I've made a bunch of rivals playing tennis, like people that I dreaded playing against because I either did not like their game or I did not like their personality.
Oh God.
But it was always something that I looked forward to, because I wanted to beat them and I wanted to prove I was the best.
Definitely.
And the moment that you have like your victory, there is nothing more satisfying than being able to beat the person that you want to beat.
I hear you there. Like, the same thing goes with me for like the martial arts tournaments. Those are a lot of fun. Like they were great. They're crazy. Cause just like there's a few I've won, but like the recent one, I made a reaction video on it. Like that was the most recent one I did, and I lost against a guy who was really like, I think it was Tai Chi that he did. They involve like a lot of kicks.
Yeah.
And I knew how to maneuver around it, but it was just like, it was hard. Like that wasn't really fully trained to how to deal with that.
Right.
Training, like with different combinations and styles is way different than going actually in a fight. And like it really caught me off guard and how to maneuver around that.
Yeah.
It was fun though.
I ended up watching that video, and watching specifically you in the fight, it did look like you were serious, but you were having a fun time with that. And that's what's so cool about competition, especially when you're younger and you're doing that stuff, because it's just for fun. It's just a sport. You're trying to just have something that you can enjoy but also be the best at.
Exactly, yeah. That's cool. So with YouTube and social media and stuff like that, what got you into wanting to do YouTube or Twitch?
Let's
Let's start with YouTube, because that's where you started.
Yeah, I ended up starting with YouTube because I had my very first girlfriend in high school, and she heavily influenced my desire to want to do this kind of stuff, because she got me introduced to Markiplier.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I had never watched YouTube before. I never saw Let's Plays. I never knew any of that stuff. This was back in 2014 when like Five Nights at Freddy's was having a huge impact on the internet, and I didn't know anything. But sure enough, she introduced me to it, and I loved it. I loved the energy that he had. I loved the scares, even though I hated horror stuff back then. He was the one that got me into it.
Nice.
And just, I don't know why. It was just something that I thought, I can do this, and I could make people happy. I wanted to make people have the same feeling that he gave me. And eventually I was able to come across a little bit of extra money through some like internships and stuff. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to risk it. And I ended up buying my own PC. I had a friend help me put it together. I'm looking back on the videos. I did that yesterday, and they were cringeworthy.
I bet that's
But-
everyone's. For me, I look back at my videos. I'm like, oh no, how do people enjoy that?
Yeah. The very first one that I ever did, it's one of my most viewed videos just because my roommates at the time when I started this, they loved watching it because it was so bad. It was so cringeworthy. But it was kind of cool to like see the evolution of it, and it's just, it was really cool to see how I started out, how I've come about today.
Yeah.
And it's just, I've kind of realized, like, in the beginning, yeah, of course, you're not going to have the best technology. You're not going to have the best quality video.
Mic
But
and
at
everything.
least you're getting yourself out there. You're getting started. And it was just really cool, like, having this mentality of, I'm actually doing this. I'm starting YouTube. I'm starting to edit videos. It was one of the few things that really got me pumped up.
That's awesome. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was interviewing Jude before this,
Hmm.
and he started with streaming through Twitch. He watched it for like 4 years or so. Like he started watching Twitch in 2014, and then he started it recently this year.
Mm.
And he started off with Monster Hunter World.
Oh.
He streamed like through the Xbox.
Right.
That's all he had pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just basically just go with what you have and just have fun.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. And then eventually he just got from that to where he is now with a whole like green screen PC setup, and it's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the same thing with, Game Master.
I never heard of Game Master.
Oh, he's one of the moderators in my chats as well.
Nice.
I've known him pretty much around the time when I started streaming, actually. And kind of the same thing where all he has is the PlayStation. And he streams through that. He does Alien Isolation, and, well, unfortunately, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But it's just he wants to be able to stream, and since that's the only thing that he can do, it's just he's getting his foot in the door, basically.
That's
And
good.
that's all that you have to do to start with this kind of stuff. Just do it and just have fun with it.
Definitely. I'll have to check him out because he sounds like a chill guy.
Yeah. He loves to torture me.
Don't you how?
In the sense of trying to mess me up in games. And he loves giving me games where he knows that I'll either be bad at it or he can make a joke about it.
That's amazing.
It's super funny.
That's
but
good.
oh man.
That's awesome. So, with YouTube, how do you transfer that to Twitch?
I actually did try to do Twitch for the longest time when I was starting YouTube, but for some reason OBS would not work with my computer. It wasn't until like months later I had a PC guy like mess with my settings for it. But it's just I wanted to be able to do something that was a little bit more interactive. And obviously with YouTube you have like your comment section, you have like other social medias that you can connect it to, but not that live interaction.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was something that I could really get behind. And so I just was able to come across a couple of tech people that were able to like mess around with the settings, not without like taking my PC apart, but just like internal settings and everything. And I was lucky enough to have OBS finally work the way that it could.
Yeah.
And once that happened, I just got the ball rolling and I started streaming.
That's
and
awesome.
I love every second of it.
It's great. I feel like because you had also like a huge background with doing YouTube and making videos and stuff.
Mhm.
I talked about this with Kyle too a little bit. You editing with YouTube, you're missing that interaction with chat.
Mhm.
Like you're playing the game and everything. Like sure, you're making the video and you have to create commentary.
Yeah.
Of course, you're creating commentary while streaming too, but it's not. It's very different between YouTube and Twitch.
Definitely.
With YouTube, you basically, of course, you're like talking to yourself. You're reacting to situations in the game. You're creating characters or stories.
Right.
Which is really cool, and like that takes a lot. It does take a lot.
Yeah.
And I was wondering like what your view is with that compared to Twitch, which has that live interaction. You talk with your viewers, and Like, it's definitely a different type of interaction.
Definitely. I kind of like both aspects of it. Like, I love Twitch's interaction with the chat, obviously. You're able to talk with people. You're able to answer any questions that they might have and just have a general conversation as if it was just like with you and me, just talking. With YouTube, like you said, you kind of have to not necessarily force the commentary, but you have to act it out in a sense. You have to create characters. You have to make it so, like, it's more than just you playing the game. Like, one of the games that I've done in the past is The Evil Within 2. And for the longest time, I've just had to sort of take the role of the main character and sort of act as if I was him.
Yeah.
And while that's cool, it's just... It's hard to explain that kind of interaction of, like, it's just you adding funny commentary. And while you do that with Twitch, YouTube, it's more of, like, different personas, if that makes sense.
I hear you.
I don't know. Each one has its pros and cons, obviously. But I would definitely say that Twitch kind of edges out, at least for me personally, because of that interaction with the chat.
Yeah, it made me feel a lot better to do that. Like, I loved Twitch a lot more than YouTube for gaming wise. There are certain things I do a few recordings of for YouTube every now and then, because it does have that different feel.
Yeah.
Dang, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like with the podcast and everything, I love to do that mostly just for YouTube, because it's like people love listening to it. It's really cool to have people listening to the podcast. I just want to say thank you for that, by the way. It really does mean a lot that you guys really do enjoy these. I've been wanting to do this for a while.
Yeah.
It's a different type. And I like with editing videos and everything. I wasn't depressed, but it was just like I didn't feel forced to create content, but it was just like, especially with the Overwatch videos. It would take me like 8 hours. The latest video that I made, it took me 8 hours to make that video.
Yeah.
It was hard to make that video. And during that time, I didn't have anyone to really talk to or anything, because like when you're making the video, you want to just make the video, and that's it. Because it's just like, so you can get it done. Because if you're in call with someone, it's kind of hard to listen to the end of the video. So I can imagine. Did you feel that kind of like loneliness as well when you were editing?
Like, a lot of people don't really think about the behind the scenes actions of the videos. Like, if you end up having a video that's like an hour recording of just raw footage, it's probably going to take you at least 2 hours to make it into even a 10-15 minute video.
Exactly.
Because you got to do all like the little special effects. You got to make sure that the audio doesn't peak. Everything's like framed right, and there's a lot of hard work behind the scenes. And while I love editing videos and everything, it took up a lot more of my time, and I wasn't able to upload videos as often as I really wanted to.
Yeah.
With Twitch, which is so nice, you don't actually have to edit anything. You can do a lot of that behind the scenes, but then you can just live stream, and there's your content for the day right there.
Exactly. And Twitch is definitely more towards the interaction than the gameplay. Sure, like there's definitely different kinds of streamers where they're really good at a game. Yeah. Or there are other two types of streamers where they're more there for the interaction with the audience. Right. There are definitely different styles of streaming and everything. It's really interesting to look into that.
Definitely.
Yeah, streaming is weird and cool. I love it. Yeah, it's great, and it's just like you just make your own like little scenes and everything on OBS. I love doing that. I want to explore that more.
Oh my god, yeah. Like one of the things that I had done, that custom animation that I did, that was one of the first things that I really got into, because it was just something unique and just.
Did you make the custom transition?
Yeah, I made that.
You made that?
Yeah. Well, not the logo itself was actually from someone who was nice enough to make it for me, but the animation of it like popping up and then cutting to the next scene, that was something that I ended up doing on my own, and I was so happy for that because it added a sense of like uniqueness to it.
How did you do that?
It was a lot of After Effects.
You use After Effects?
Yeah.
Can I have you help with something?
Yeah. You need help with it, just let me know.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah. I don't have like a transition thing aside from like fade.
Yeah, that I could definitely help you with that.
I'll be awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
with Twitch and everything right now,
Mm-hmm.
like, how do you feel where you are right now?
I mean, that's a tough one to answer, honestly, because I love the community. I love the small little community that I have right now, and I would not want it to change for the world.
No.
But at that same time, I'd love for it to grow.
Yeah.
I would love to reach out to a lot bigger of an audience.
Of course.
But it's just kind of tough because, like, I don't want to be set in stone on one specific game. I don't like that, and for me personally, it's just there's a whole world of games out there that I want to enjoy.
You saying something about what I do?
No,
I'm kidding.
no.
So I play as zombies.
No,
Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're good at zombies, and you're funny with zombies. Yes.
After today, I don't know about that.
Besides the one day hit or misses,
Yeah.
I would say that because it works well with your personality, that it works for you. With me, I get bored of stuff very easily, and I want to be able to provide games of, like, all different types of magnitude. And I think because of that, it's a lot tougher for me to nail down on a specific community.
Yeah.
But lucky for you, you have two that you're very, very good at, Monster Hunter and Zombies.
Yeah, thank you.
But it's just, I love the community, and I want to see it grow into, like, a beautiful butterfly, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. It's also really hard for you, I'd imagine, because you have other stuff going on in life.
Yeah.
Going on in your life with college and everything. And I imagine after you graduated that you would definitely have a lot more time to be able to do more of this stuff.
Definitely.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm really hoping for. Is just I have the main job and I have something that I'm able to support myself with, so I'd have, like, my own place to live, I'd have food, water, all that necessities, but then in my free time I'd be able to spend it basically doing live streams. And it's just tough, especially with, like, the end of the semester coming up. It's finals, like, projects, and there's not a lot of free time. But once college is done, there's a whole lot more of opportunities, and I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely. Oh my goodness. I bet you're hyped.
Oh, I am very hyped.
Oh gosh, this is cool stuff. Cause, like, for me, I've always been iffy about going to college. I talked with Jude about this as well. He recommends maybe taking online courses. I'll probably be doing that, like taking a few every now and then, sort of thing. Not like overwhelming my schedule,
Right.
but to be able to get done. So, I might be graduating in, like, let's say, like 2026 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm doing a lot of stuff that I want to do in between that I can still do. So I probably will still be doing. I probably want to do college then for online courses.
Yeah. I would recommend that because my mother actually took online courses at the same school that I go to, actually.
Oh, cool.
And she was able to, after years of just putting it off, she just decided, you know what, this is something that I want to do. I want to be able to get that piece of paper, and just, she was really proud of it. And those online courses made it super easy for her. Even if she could only do, like, 2 classes at a time. And it took a while. It did take a while for her to get it done, but if that's something that you're interested in, definitely look into online courses.
I would love to, because, like, I want to get involved in making video. I want to get involved in, like, Photoshop and like photography.
Yeah, definitely.
Photography is more of, like, an experience thing, I feel. I don't know, but also, like, you can learn a lot of stuff from that.
Oh yeah.
There's a video I watched. It was just like, bad photographers that think that they're good. And I was watching and I was kind of just like, that's really interesting, because there's a lot of stuff you have to look around aside from just like, oh, this is a good photo. There's, like, you need to think of location, you need to think of, like, where to place the person in the photo or something. There's a lot.
Yeah. Like, even professionals, when they do, like, photos and videos, like, there's a lot of extra little stuff that needs to be done in order to make sure that everything is perfect for it.
Oh yeah.
But it's just kind of cool to also do that extra work, because once you get that perfect photo, it's just kind of like what we were talking about before. You just, all of your hard work pays off, and it's just really cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is so cool. I'm so happy to, like, have you here and, like, do this in person. This is the first podcast with someone doing something IRL.
Oh my god, we've been trying to work this out for so long, and we're finally doing it, and it's so cool. I'm so glad to be here.
I'm happy to have you here. You've been busy with your schedule. There's been a lot of things that happened in my life that kind of, I don't know. I was at a point where I didn't really talk with many people, and I was mostly doing like I was like I need to focus on streaming all the time, and then it was until like someone told me it's just like okay. You need to slow down. Yeah. So like I've been taking the time to like actually hang out with people and stuff. So it's good.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in like let's say like with Twitch like in the future? Do you see yourself like and do you like what do you want for it?
Well, it's kind of an iffy question. I mean, I'm not really expecting that much out of it. I'm really just doing it like for fun.
Oh, yeah, share your gaming experiences. And
yeah,
stuff.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, if something comes along where it like skyrockets, I'm not gonna turn that down.
It's like not too much. Yeah. Can't shut us down. We're done. See you next week.
But it's like if that opportunity does come, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's like adult responsibilities that I have to take care of first and foremost. And just I feel like I do want the Twitch to grow, and I do want to watch it grow.
Yeah.
And it's just I need to take it one step at a time in that sense.
Yeah, of course.
And hopefully everything will work out in the future where I'll be able to do streams and everything a lot more often.
Definitely, yeah. I was thinking about it too. It's just like, if streaming does get to the point where it's just like you're seeing like consistency. Like you see, let's say you have an average of like 50 viewers per stream, then you're just like, okay, maybe I could work something out with my boss or something where I can be like, hey, can these be the days that I work?
Yeah.
Because I would like to try and stream more during the day, so on and so forth. I think, like if it ever gets to that point for both of us, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely something that is easily negotiable for bosses, depending on the type of work that you're doing.
Exactly. It's just like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm getting paid for this.
Yeah.
And this is what I love doing. I was wondering if I can go further.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like if you're able to explain like the situation, like behind Twitch and like how it works and everything, I feel like they would definitely understand it. Because it is essentially another type of job.
It is.
Like, for a lot of people, Twitch is their full-time job. And amen to them.
Exactly. Oh, my goodness. That's my dream.
Yeah.
But it's also, like, with Twitch and everything, it's not just the stream. Like, of course, you get, like, subs and donations and everything. But it's also, like, you have, let's say you have, like, clothing. You have, like, a separate YouTube channel where you also get paid from. And like you have like all those things kind of like work together.
Definitely.
Brands and sponsorships and stuff like that, like all that works together. It's not just Twitch.
No. If
you like, it's hard because if you focus on just one thing and that shuts down,
then
you're screwed.
Yeah. Especially for like the people that are able to do this full time, like you said, there's so much more behind it than just the live stream. There's the videos that they go back through, edit it, and then they upload it to YouTube. They use different social medias to promote their stuff. They have merchandise. They have endorsement deals if they're so lucky to have one.
Yeah.
And all of that coming together is just super cool to have it bundled into one full-time job.
Definitely. That's the dream.
Yeah. We need to know how those people get those sponsorships and how we can get them to sponsor us.
That'd be interesting. I haven't never looked into it.
Yeah.
We're just like, you should. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
I mean, the only real, like, sponsorship, I guess you could say, was that game that I gave you, the Head Snatchers one.
Yeah.
Because they ended up giving me a free copy of it just because I happened to tweet that I was super excited for it. Because it was a game that I ended up demoing over at PAX 2018. And I was just like, I saw a video on it, and I was like, hey, I'm super pumped for this. I cannot wait to get a full copy of this.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, oh, this guy's nice. Here's a copy that you can give to your friends. And I was just like, what? But, and
that would be cool on the Switch.
Oh, that would be a fun game on the Switch, actually.
They need to do that.
Oh, all right. Iceberg.
Get on the
You
Switch.
gotta make it. And obviously I did that whole thing of like the introduction for the video of like it wouldn't be possible without these nice people. And I feel like having that type of sponsorship is like, it's really cool to be a part of, because it's like these specific people want you to talk about their product.
Exactly.
You're a salesman in the sense.
That's
and
so cool.
it is really cool. And hopefully Monster for sure could sponsor us.
Oh my gosh. I'd be like, so just like turn and like drink the bottle.
Just those giant canisters. You'll have like a whole fridge next to you.
I would be down for that.
Oh
There's so
my
many
God.
days where I'm just like, I'm dying, I need energy.
Give me my caffeine.
Exactly. Oh, it was really cool, like getting to know you and everything too, because it was really interesting. Like being like we were recording together for like videos for your channel. When I first met you, we played Uno.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is a good first impression. We're gonna hate each other on the first day.
Oh,
let's get it.
I'm so glad that went so smoothly.
Yeah, that was funny. I enjoy that.
Man. Oh, I haven't played Uno in a while, actually. That one,
No?
that surprisingly is a really fun game.
It is.
But
oh my goodness,
they've had a couple of glitches because Ubisoft.
it's a card game.
I know.
There's issues with the card game.
They can't get board games for some reason because they were also behind Monopoly. And online mode, it crashes all the time.
Why?
I don't know.
There's no graphic intensive thing in it. You got a board.
You move the pieces.
Try or make an Uno game.
Oh man.
Oh,
But it's kind of weird the way that we met too. Like we didn't meet because of like our own streams or anything. We met through a third party, and yet we both lived in the same state. We both basically
blew
play
my
this.
mind.
Yeah. Then there were just so many similarities between us that we didn't know. It seems like we should have known each other.
It pretty much. It was just like, so you live stream, you do this, you do that, and you also do YouTube. So I'm like, this guy understands like me.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Then it was the same saying. It's like, what?
Yeah.
How have we not known each other?
How do we probably like bumped into each other at some point in our lives, just like, oh hey, sorry, didn't mean to drop your soda, here's your soda.
Oh, it just shows how like small the world really is.
It really does. Yeah.
Oh.
Damn, my goodness. Like I've always talked with my friends to, like have like a whole like kind of streamer house thing. That'd be interesting. Like it's just a thrown out idea.
Yeah.
It might not happen, but like if you would want to like live together and like do the whole streaming thing.
Definitely.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, but think about it. It would be so much fun to have like so many different like content creators under the same roof.
It would, because I feel like we would with content creators that were like put stuff online and everything. I feel like they understand each other the most.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just like if there's a day where none of us talk to each other, we're just like, we understand that you don't talk. It's just like streaming, like it does take a lot out of you, or like creating content and everything. Like let's say I've done 2 podcasts in one day.
Yeah.
That
is...
takes a lot.
Yeah.
I think it was like, yeah, it was okay. It was on a day off from streaming. That was good. I was trying to remember. It's like, did I do? No, but it takes a lot out of you because you want to keep that energy. You want to keep that hype, and then after you're done, you're just like, I'm gonna crash.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you live around people that also have
Definitely
that, it would be healthy and be good.
Yeah.
I feel like we would definitely with you, like we would help each other out and kind of like cleaning around the house and everything.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's like we all understand that mentality of like we have to put all of our energy into like the content.
Yeah.
And even if it's not the same content, like we could, I don't know, like it's hard to explain, but like we could have everyone like be guest stars on each other's streams or something, and just it gives a lot more opportunity for a lot more fun.
Exactly. That's where I wanted to wrap back around like to Pixel Fun. Like that's what I want that to be.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm excited for things. There's so many things you guys don't know about.
Yeah.
It's just like a sneak peek because Pixel Fun's like already a created channel. Like I think you guys will love what we have. That's gonna come happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
But we have to be hush hush for now.
Yeah.
But
Can I just tell everything?
But definitely, a lot of the ideas that you have pitched so far, I'm not just saying this because you're my friend and everything, but it's like they're really cool ideas and they can go far. And with the people that you're meeting, it's definitely like it'll work.
It's so cool. I'm so excited. There's a few people I want to ask for like this to join the stream race and everything. I would love to have you on at some point as well.
Yeah.
I think you would really love it.
Oh, definitely.
I would also like to use the stream race as just something to promote either what the guest wants to promote or something else, because just like stream race does bring a crowd because people are just like they're interested in the idea of it.
Yeah.
And it would be cool to like have the guest or us promote something for like, let's say a charity, or if the guest has something going on their like YouTube channel or something like that, the series that they want to promote, then we'd be like, okay, everyone check out the like exclamation point promote, and then just see like all the stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And it's kind of that unique thing of like there are speedrunners, they're all around. But I've never really heard of anyone like collaborating with each other to speedrun a specific game in a competition. And like that's just a really cool, unique idea that grabs a lot of people's attention. And definitely for the promotion of like specific charities or a web series or anything, that would definitely be like an eye-getter.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see like how you guys have handled the stream races, and how like first place gets this little prize, and second place and third place they have these like little punishments.
Yeah.
But it's still a really cool idea of just how can we take one thing that a lot of people like but bring it to the next level. And I think that's something that Stream Race is definitely doing. It's taking it to the next level.
I'm excited. And I'm working on trying to get like another host, like to be able to do their own stuff, because it'd be like we do stream races every other month.
Right.
It would be cool to have like another host to be able to host it for that other month.
Yeah, definitely.
So we could keep the hype going. And I do have an idea for a few people that would be down for that. That'd be pretty cool.
That would definitely be
Some
cool.
of them that have been on the stream race before as well.
I'm trying to remember. The last stream race that you did, that was the Halloween one, right?
Yeah, it was Halloween. We did Dead Space.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That one was a lot of fun. I was there for a little bit. I was watching on your end. It definitely seemed like you guys were having fun with that one.
It was crazy. It got so close. Oh my god. Because like we were going against Mother Coconuts. Love the guy. Wearing his merch, by the way. And his community loved it. They ate it up. They were totally down for it, and I was really excited. I was really excited to hear that too. But it was so close because like. Mother Coconuts, he was at the final boss. I got to the location of the final boss.
Oh.
So that's how close we were.
That's like neck and neck.
It was. Like I got stuck. If I didn't get stuck at one point, I might have won. Might have. There was one point in the game where I was just like, how did I do this? And I just need to think like, all right, be patient. You be patient. You be patient. Because it's stressing me out.
Yeah.
It's like I keep dying. So it's really interesting to like do that, because it's just like you want the competitiveness, and I'm just like I'm in the area and it's like I'm fighting the last boss. I'm like, no, the last boss is not hard.
Yeah, pause your game, stop it, and let me catch up to you.
It's like, hey, at some point in the stream race, I told Mother Coconuts, I was just like, hey, because the last thing. Well, he said after he wins, he's gonna get his victory Chipotle. And I'm like, yes. And then I told him, it's just like, Mother Coconuts, what if I sent you a donation PayPal for you to get your Chipotle and you let me win? And this chat was just like went to my chest like, really?
Trying to buy your way to victory with Chipotle.
He's just dying a lot.
Yeah, of course. That's funny.
Great. It was fantastic.
Oh man.
But yeah, is there anything you would like to touch up upon?
Kind of just the ideas of like how streaming has been for you as an experience, because like we've had this discussion before, of like how we got into it and how things have been starting to pick up and everything, and it's always cool, I feel like, to see that hype, not just in like the chat of like seeing your community grow and seeing everything grow, not just for Twitch, but like for Discord and for Twitter and for all these other different stuff, having all of them grow all at one time is, I feel like that's just super cool. But like, I feel like for you especially, like you have such an engaging community, and it's awesome to see.
Yeah. I love them. I love all you guys. Like honestly, like it's going insane. It really is going insane. Damn. I'm also bringing like the YouTube into it, and involving into it.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I guess like with streaming and everything, I don't overexpress myself. I guess I kind of do. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like I think you do it too. Like all of us do it with stream. It's just that it's us, but at a different level.
Yeah.
We express ourselves a lot more when we stream or when we record videos.
Yeah.
We want to get engaged with you guys. We want to create the hype. We want to keep it going sort of thing.
Of course.
So like I think that definitely helped out a lot with YouTube, because just like with YouTube I had to keep on talking to myself.
Yeah.
And like evolving that to Twitch, it was an easy transition.
Definitely.
And then yeah, the growth has been absolutely insane. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because it's just like having I never reached it was like 1,000 followers in less than a year.
Yeah, that is insane.
That blows my mind.
Yeah.
It's something I never thought could happen, because it took me 5 years to get to 500 subscribers on YouTube.
And then
that is crazy on its own.
Yeah, definitely.
But like I was never used to that growth. It was really weird.
It's like, surprise! Here's your fans. Here's your supporters.
It's crazy. And now we're at like 1,200.
Yeah.
And like, oh my goodness, the amount of support and everything that I receive from you guys is absolutely crazy. The amount of support from like the other streamers like you and the rest of the community. Like Twitch is, to me, is such a welcoming place.
Definitely.
Compared to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube has, especially nowadays, it feels like more of a competitive scene.
Yeah.
Than anything else, because it's just like people used to bash on people who use clickbait titles and thumbnails, but now everyone does it.
Yeah.
And so it's really difficult and hard for people starting off to get really into it. Definitely. Unless they understand that system right away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my little sister is doing some stuff. I don't know what's going on. But it was very it's very interesting. Mm-hmm. It's very, very interesting. And also the fact that it's just like with Twitch, they organize it by game category.
Yeah.
Not game category, but like games.
Yeah.
And so each game has their own audience. It's just like because they have their own following. Each game has their own following. So getting involved in that and everything, you meet all different kinds of people, and it's so cool.
Oh yeah. And kind of going off of that whole system with like YouTube and everything, when I first started out, it was just that general thing of like anyone could make advertisements, anyone was able to like get their following and everything, and it was a lot easier. Then when they started to include their algorithms that kind of cut down, it's very difficult for someone small to actually make it.
Yeah.
With Twitch, it's a little bit simpler and easier, and I feel like because, like you said, with like the whole categorizing of a lot of different stuff, you're able to have a much more engaging community with it.
Exactly. Not only that, but Streamlabs OBS, they have a whole like thing behind it where they have hundreds of layouts you can use and transitions and everything to make your stream like that much better.
Yeah.
They didn't have that when we started.
No.
So like to have like a new streamer come in and be able to like start streaming everything, it's become a lot more doable. Mm-hmm. And it's so cool.
It is.
It's so cool. My goodness, I love the whole Twitch community. I love everything about this. It's great.
Yeah, it really is just phenomenal.
Yeah. So yeah. Are we all set, or what do you think?
I mean, I think so. I don't know. Is there anything else?
Not really. I don't think so. Well, I mean, if you guys haven't checked out Jear Bear, all of its links are in the description below. His YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. What else do you use? Your Instagram.
Yeah. Oh man, thank you again for having me here, man.
Dude!
It is so cool to be able to be here for the podcast and IRL podcast, nonetheless.
Yes, the first one.
Yeah.
But
hopefully there will be more of these with other people IRL in the future.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Is there anything you'd like to promote?
Really, I just want to say thank you guys for supporting not just me but him as well, and just keep on enjoying the content.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening, because this will be put on audio soon. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time on Thursday for another podcast with Nest Games.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.